Welcome back again, children, to our English class of Standard 1. And this is video number 2. Video number 2 of chapter 12, The Apple Tree. And today we are going to read this chapter as well as I will explain you this chapter. Okay? So hurry up, student. Go and take out your English book and open chapter 12, The Apple Tree. So students, open your English course book, chapter 12, The Apple Tree. Now turn the page, come to page number 94. So let's start. Read a story about a shellfish farmer whose greed stops him from cutting down an apple tree. There was an old apple tree in a farmer's garden. It could not bear fruit anymore. But a large number of grasshoppers, squirrels, sparrows, and other small birds and insects lived in the tree. So there was an old apple tree. The apple tree was very old and it could not bear any fruit. That means no apple were grown on that apple tree. Now it could not bear fruit anymore. What does it mean, children? It means that the tree had become old and so there were no apples were growing on that tree. Okay. But large number of small birds and insects, isn't it? See, many birds and insects are there on this tree. So, large number of birds and insects lived on that tree. It was a home for large number of small birds and insects. Okay. One day, the farmer decided to cut down the tree. The tree has become useless. But I can make some tables and chairs with the wood, he thought. Now what happened one day? The farmer thought that the tree is useless now because no apples are growing on that tree. So what he decided? He decided to chop down that tree. He decided to cut down that tree so that he can make some tables and chairs from the wood that he will get from that tree. He took a sharp axe and struck at the roots of the tree at once. The birds and animals in the tree came out of their holes and nests. So what he did after deciding that he will cut down the tree? He took a sharp axe. Axe is a tool which is used to cut down the wood or tree. Okay. Now he took a sharp axe. And what he did? He struck at the roots of the tree. He hit hard on the roots of the tree. Now, as soon as he hit the tree, what happened? The birds and animals came out of their holes and nests. Why? Because the tree was a shelter. It was a home for many small birds and insects. All they came out of their nest and holes. Please save this tree. Save this tree, they begged the farmer. It is our only home, they cried. But the farmer only struck harder at the roots. Now, when the birds and animals came out of their nest and hole, what they start doing? They started requesting the farmer. They started begging the farmer, please, it is our home. Save this tree. Don't cut it. But the farmer was not listening at all. He only struck harder and harder at the roots. We will sing to you as you work, said the sparrows. That will make you happy, said the squirrels. Now they were trying to convince the farmer. What the sparrow was saying, that we will sing for you. When you will work, we will sing for you and you will feel happy. The squirrel was also telling that yes, after listening the song, you will feel happy. Now they started convincing the farmer that please don't cut this tree as it is our home. So don't cut this tree. But the farmer did not listen to them. He went on striking at the tree, harder and harder. He was in a hurry. He wanted to chop down the tree before noon. But the farmer was not at all listening to them. He went on striking harder and harder on the roots of the tree. He was in hurry. He wanted to cut that tree before noon. So he was continuously hitting the tree harder and harder. As the farmer raised his axe one more time, he saw something in the hollow of the tree. It was a beehive. Now, what happened in the meantime when the farmer was striking the tree harder and harder? He saw something was there in the hollow of the tree. Now, what is the meaning of hollow? Hollow means hole or an empty space, a hole on the tree. What he found? That it was a beehive. That was a beehive in the hole of the tree. Now come to page number 95. He looked closer. It was full of honey. He tasted the honey. It tastes so sweet, he said. Now, when he looked closer to it, to the hole, what he find? That it was full of honey. And when he tasted it, it was so sweet. The farmer liked the honey, the sweet taste of the honey. So, said the farmer, the tree is not useless after all. If I take some honey now, the bees will make more. They won't go away from their home. Now the farmer realized, no, this tree is not having any apples anymore, but yet it is not useless because it is having honey and he can sell that honey to make more money. So he thought that if I will take this honey now, the bees will make it again, as they will not go from here because it is, the tree is after all their home. So they will make more honey. Listen, he said to the birds and animals, I shall not cut down this tree. It is your home. You can live in peace. You can live in peace now. And he threw away his axe. Now he realized, no, that the tree is not, it is not true that the tree is useless. So what he started saying that, listen birds and animals, insects, that I am not going to cut this tree. After all, this is your home. So you can live here in peace. Now live in peace means? Live in peace means to live without any worry. Live comfortably without any fear or worry. So you can live in this tree. After all, this is your home. And he threw away the axe. The farmer is not a kind man, said the grasshoppers, squirrels and sparrows. He wants the tree because there is a honey in the beehive. But they shouted in joy. Their home was safe. Now, what happened? The grasshoppers, the birds and the insects, they came to know that this farmer is not a kind man. He stopped cutting the tree not for us, but he is a greedy man. He knows that the tree is having honey and he is not cutting the tree because he wants the honey. But yet, they got their home back. So they were very happy and they shouted in joy. They blushed. You remember now in our previous chapter, blushing, the frog shouted and they blushed. In the same way, the birds and insects also, they were blushing in joy because they were very happy, because their shelter, their home was safe and it was back to them. Okay, my dear student. So this story is written by Brishti Bandhopadhyay. So today we have completed the reading and explanation of this chapter. So as I read this chapter, you will also put your fingers and read all the words one by one. Okay? And you will read this chapter 2-3 times. Okay, my dear students? We will again meet in our next video. Till then, bye-bye.